Hey guys, this is Dawn Marie. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a self-help ebook cover using Google Docs. Now on this channel, I mainly focus on info product marketing, plus I'm documenting my own journey of starting a digital product business from scratch without using competitive marketplaces like Creative Market or Etsy. So if that's cool with you and you want to follow along on my journey, then I would love if you subscribe to the channel. Now, I am going to show you how I created this ebook cover using Google Docs. Now, as you can see, I am on a brand new Google document. And before I do anything, I need to make sure that I'm setting up this document properly for my ebook and ebook cover, right? So I'm only going to show you on this video how to create an ebook cover. But if you want to see how I created an ebook, then you want to watch this video, which I'm going to link in the description box below. Now, my ebook will have a cover page, and then on my second page, it's where I might want to add some content like an acknowledgement or a table of contents. So let's set these pages up first. I want to start on one page, and then I'm going to tab my cursor. So I'll put my cursor here. Then I'm going to tab my cursor all the way down before going to the second page. Okay, so you don't want to go to the second page, you just want to tap all the way down. If you have reached the second page, just backspace so it's only on one page, right? And you can see that there's just that one page. My cursor is at the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on insert, then break, then section break next page. So what that does is that's going to make sure that I'm adding a different section to the next page so I can format both of these pages separately. So they're not going to take on the same formatting. I can format them differently, and I'm going to show you why in just a moment. Now, it's important to do that because on my first page, I might want these margins to come to the very end. So the end here and the end here. Whereas on the second page, I might want the margins to start just, a little bit inside so that I can start writing text. I don't want these two pages to have the same margins. So now what I can do is I can click on the first page, make sure that the cursor is blinking on the first page. Then I'm going to go to File, Page Setup, and you want to apply to this section, right? Section 1. And I'm going to put my margins at 0, all of them at 0. And I'm going to click OK. Right, so now you can see that I have no margins on my pages on either side. But when I scroll down onto the second page, you'll see that my margins go back. There's a bit of an indentation. Right now, you probably wouldn't have to do this. If you are happy to just put your ebook cover within the margins, or there's a different way in my other video that I showed you how to do that, then you are free to leave the margins as is. But I want to make sure that I have the freedom to have my images spread right across the page. That's why I've moved the margins from this page, but left the margins with a bit of an indent on the second page. Now I'm ready to set up my ebook. The next thing that I want to do is that I want to reduce the zoom of this document to 50% because I want to see everything that I'm doing on the screen. Now, again, here is the ebook cover that I want to create. And I have already made sure that I have downloaded the images that I want to use, so I am ready to get this started. Now, the first thing that I want to do to set the scene for my ebook is to add my image. So I'm going to click on Insert, come to Image, Upload from Computer. Then I'm going to add my image. Then I'm going to select my image because I want to make sure that I can move this image around. Right now, you can see that I'm trying to move this image, but it's not going anywhere. So I will need to change the settings of the image so that it will enable me to drag the image to any position that I want on my page. I don't want it on my second page. I actually want it on the first page. So to fix that, I'm going to select the image. And then I'm going to click in front of text. And then another option will come up here, and I can click where it says move with text, and I'm going to click on fix position on page. So now you can see that I will be able to move this image wherever I want it, but I want it on my first page. So I'm just going to drag it up here. Now, these options below here, you don't have to click on in front of text. You could also click on behind text and this option will still appear. But what these means basically is that if you have some text on this page, that the image is going to come in front of the text. If you select this one, if you have text on this page, then the image will go behind the text. I want to move my image to the end of my page like that. And then I'm going to drag it across because I want to open the size of my image and I want it to be across the entire page. I'm just going to make a few slight adjustments the way that I want it. Perfect. So I have my first page and then my second page. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to add a white overlay box so that I can add my text inside so it can stand out against these colors. To do that, I'm going to click on Insert, Drawing, then New. So I'm going to draw a shape on this canvas. And to do that, I'm going to click this shape icon here, then Shapes, and then Rectangle. Then click anywhere in the canvas and it will add the shape for me. Now this really isn't a shape, a rectangle, sorry, it's a square. So I'm just going to open the box so that it is in the form of a rectangle. All right, so let's customize this. I want the color of this rectangle to be white. So again, make sure it's selected. Then I'm going to go to Fill Color and select white. And I also want the borders white. So I'm going to select it again, then go to border color and then select white. Now, before I add this shape to my page, I also want to make sure that the color white is slightly transparent so that you'll be able to see the book image under this rectangle. So to do that, I'm going to make sure it's selected, go to Fill Color again, and then Custom, add a custom color. I'm going to use this slider here. So I might want to slide that to maybe 80. Or you can also change this to whichever number you want, for example. But I think 80 would be a good number to start with to test to see whether that works for this rectangle. I'm going to save and close that. Okay, so where is my rectangle? I can't see it, right? I can't find it. So it's more than likely to be somewhere on this page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the rectangle. Then I'm just going to move this rectangle behind. So there you go. My rectangle was actually under the image. So now that the rectangle is on top, right, that is how you make sure that if you have multiple layers of images, you want to make sure that the right one is on top of a specific image by using these buttons below here. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to, this should be this should be in front of text. So it's on top. And then I'm going to select fixed position on page. So that means I'll be able to, once again, drag the rectangle where I want it to be. And I want to position it down here. Now here's something else that you can do. If you're having problems in adding a shape or image on the page exactly as you would like it, you can use Google Docs automatic features. So if I were to select it and then using these three buttons here, it's going to open the image options. I can click on all image options, then position, and I can use these quick layouts to ask Google to place the item on the page based on the layout. So if I want it to be maybe top center, I can do that. If I want it to be in the center, I can move the rectangle to the center. But I think I want it to be at the bottom right. So I'm going to close that now. And then it's too much in the bottom, so I don't have any margins underneath the rectangle. So I can either use my navigation keys and tab it up and then to the left. So I just tabbed it one space up and one space to the left. Or if one space is too big, you can also use the shift key, use the navigation keys whilst holding down shift, and you can move the rectangle certain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that number of spaces using your navigation keys. Okay, so I'm just going to put that back how it was before. Now I want to add I want to add some text on this ebook cover. This is how it is so far. So I want to add the title of this ebook, and it's going to be Painting on a Budget. So the first thing that I want to do is write the word budget. And to do that, I am going to click on Insert again, Drawing, New. I'm going to click on Text Box, then click anywhere on the canvas, and that will open a text box for me. I'm going to enter the word budget. Then let's customize this text. I'm going to highlight the word budget, click on the three dots that will open the font. I don't know what you call it. So let's say the font toolbar. The first thing that I want to do is let's increase the size of this font, and I'm going to make it maybe 60. I want to change the text color, perhaps to this, I think this is cayenne. This might be a little bit too bright, so I'm going to customize the color and reduce the brightness of it slightly. So I'm just going to pull that down there. That seems like a good color. I think I also want to change the font of this, the text, so I might put it as impact. I'm also going to reduce the size of the text box. Okay, I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to click Save and Close. Again, I will not be able to move the text, so I want to click on it. I'm going to make sure that I click on in front because I want this text to come in front of everything. And then I'm also going to click on fixed position on page so that now I will be able to move it around. And you can see that it's also in front of the rectangle. Let's adjust this this text budget. I'm just going to make it bigger and put it across to the side. Okay, I think I might delete this box because I don't like how that looks. Right, let's see how I can, I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm also going to, I want to add painting on a. Okay, so let's repeat the steps to add additional text. So I'm going to click on Insert, Drawing, New, Add Text Box, click on the canvas, and I'm going to type Painting on A. And we can customize this text. So I highlight the text, show more. I'm going to increase this to perhaps 30. Widen the box so that the letters don't look so squished up. I think I'm going to make this bold. Maybe I would change. I think I'm going to leave it like that, leave it at that font. And let's see if there's anything else that I want to do. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to save and close this. Again, doing the same thing, I'm going to make sure that it is in front of text and fixed position on page. And now I'm going to move this. Oops. I'm going to click on the text and then move it. Let's put that there. And then I just want to make this bigger. Painting on it. I'm just going to tap down using my shift and down key to move the text. And I'm going to do the same with budget. I'm going to use my shift and downward arrow on Windows, and I'm going to move the word budget down a little bit. Okay, let's make this slightly bigger. Okay. I think that this color could be different. So I'm going to select the budget text. I'm just going to click on edit. Let's highlight this again. Click on the three dots, the text color, and maybe if I, let's go back, click on plus custom. I think maybe if I do it like this, okay. Right, let's see how that looks now. I feel like it blends in a lot. Alternatively, what I can do too is I can use something called the Google Docs word art. So if I click on actions and I click word art and I type in budget, it's going to give me this this word here, and you can see that there is an outline on the letters. So I can color inside and have the outline as well, just to make the words stand out, right? So perhaps if I fill the color with cayenne, let's change the text to impact. I'm going to make this bold, maybe not. So this probably would look better, and let's delete this one. And let's save and close that. All right, so this probably would look better. I'm just going to bring painting on the budget to the top. I think that looks better. Okay, the last thing that I want to do is add another piece of text, which is going to be my name. Again, insert, drawing, new, text box. Three dots. I think I'm going to put this at 18, and then I'm just going to reduce the size of the box. Let's see how this looks. Quite small. Bring it to the front, fix on the page. And then I want to perhaps put it there. Quite small, so I'm going to just move this to the top. And perhaps I can make this bigger. So edit. And let's increase the font size of this. Maybe let's put it at 25. Still the same size. Okay, so let's just increase this and see. All right. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, so there you have it. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video of how to create an ebook with Google Docs and Canva, you can use that video to go on to create the rest of your ebook. The good thing is that because we took the steps, the first steps, which was to make sure that we have added a section to our pages, I can now just come down here on the second page and continue with my ebook as normal without affecting this first page. So I don't have to worry about images shifting because my cursor isn't properly aligned. I can just come down to the second page. Now, the final thing that I want to do is I want to add a title to my ebook. So I'm going to put painting on a budget. That will save to my drive. And there you have it. And I've actually created some additional ebook covers. So here are a few more examples that I've created using Google Docs. Okay, thank you guys for watching and see you in my next video.